Hello, friends. Welcome to Level Up with Debbie Neal. I am your host. There is nowhere I would rather be than right here, right now, with you. This podcast is all about leveling up in all aspects of our lives. Thank you for being here. I am so grateful. I'm excited to be on this journey with you. Together, we are leveling up. You ready? Welcome back to Level Up with Debbie Neal. Last week, we spoke on the power of developing a no matter what mindset and how it creates results. This week, I'm so in love with the topic. Once I realized the secret, it became my life focus. This week, we're talking about the secret and the law of attraction. And you will hear me refer to the law of attraction in almost every podcast that I do. It has changed my life. I am forever in gratitude for Rhonda Byrne, who wrote The Secret. The book was written in 2006. My journey as an entrepreneur also began in 2006. I really believed I was a positive person before I learned the law. I was always subconsciously thinking positively. I was always attracting the law of attraction into my life. But once I officially learned about it, it changed me forever. Before I learned about the law of attraction, I would say things like this. I really want that. Or I really want to lose weight. Or I really want to be successful. Or I am going to try. So before I knew the real power of my words, I didn't realize that those very words were the lowest form of energy. And that keeps us in a state of wanting, right? I want to lose weight. I want to be successful. It keeps us in a state of trying, when in reality, it's all about expecting and attracting. Everything that comes into our life, we are attracting into our life. We attract it as a result of the images we are holding in our mind. The law began at the beginning of time. It always has been, and it always will be. It is the law that determines the order of the universe. And every moment of our life and every single thing we experience in our life is a result of this. Our entire life is a result of our thoughts. We are the ones who call the law of attraction into action, and we do it through our thoughts. Why do you think that 1% of the population earns around 96% of all the money that is earned? They understand the secret. Whether they are doing it consciously or unconsciously, they think thoughts of abundance and wealth. They do not allow contrary thoughts to take root in their mind. You may know people who have had tremendous wealth, lost everything, and acquired it back again. They focus on wealth. You may also know people who didn't have wealth or success, acquired it, and lost it all. Their thoughts were rooted in lack, in scarcity. They had a fear of losing it, and the universe delivered. If you grow a business or promote, and your underlying thoughts and beliefs are, this is too good to be true. I'm not worthy. I'm going to fail. I'm going to lose it. You will. Your thoughts create your reality. Your actions are a result of our thoughts. We act in accordance to our beliefs. So the simplest way to look at the law of attraction is to look at yourself like a magnet. We all contain a magnetic power within us. We are the most powerful magnet in the universe. Have you ever started thinking a thought that you were not happy about, right? Of course, we all have. And so what happens? The more we think about it, the worse it seems, the worse it becomes. That is because as we have a sustained thought, the universe brings more like thoughts to us. Example, Okay, I love examples. I love to connect business, right? So you have a goal. You are pumped about your goal. You're working towards it, and I don't know, stuff happens. So where does your mind go? Does your mind immediately go to solution-based, my vision is clear, the universe has got me, I am successful, you know that you're figuring it out and making it happen? Or do you go to fear? There could be one small thing that happens that you turn into a big thing. And as a result, you lose your excitement and your vision. And as a result, the universe delivers you more fear, right? As a result, we felt it into our existence. We become what we think about the most. And we also attract what we think about the most. Our lives right now are a reflection of our past thoughts. And that includes great things and things that are not so great. We now know the secret and we have the power to change everything. If you think about what you want in your mind, you have the power to create it and bring it into your life. Our thoughts become things. So I want you to repeat that over and over to yourself. My thoughts become things. My thoughts become things. Your thoughts are sending out a magnetic signal that is drawing that parallel back to you. You are a human transmission tower. If you want to change anything in your life, change the channel and change the frequency by changing your thoughts. See yourself successful, healthy, in abundance, and you will attract it. Here's the issue though. Most people are attracting what they don't want, and they are wondering why it continues to show up over and over again, because that is what they are thinking about. Most people are focusing on what they don't want more than what they do want. The law of attraction does not perceive something as good or bad, or whether you want it or you don't want it. It is responding to your feelings. So here are a few examples. I feel terrible about the amount of debt that I have. The universe, let me give you more debt. I want to support that thought. No one wants to join me. Everyone says no to me. The universe, roger that. I hear you. No one wants to join you. Everyone says no to you. I will send more of that to you. I am not good enough to play. The universe, I hear you. You are not good enough to play. I will make sure you don't play. I'm not good enough in general. The universe, I hear you. You are not good enough. I will keep attracting more scenarios to build that belief. I am not smart enough. The universe, okay, I got you. I will continue to bring you more beliefs to support that. I'm too old. The universe, I'm your genie. I've got you. I will continue to allow you to feel and look old. I am clumsy. And here's the thing, you guys, we all do, including myself, we're kind of just guilty of saying things like this sometimes, and we don't realize that we hear ourselves, right? So I am clumsy. The universe, your wish is my command. I will bring you more crap to trip over. I am slow. The universe, once again, you're right. Let me slow everything down for you to support that. I'm not a good leader. The universe, okay, powerful magnet, I will continue to bring you people who do not want to be led and that you are not capable of leading. I'm not a good speaker. The universe, okay, I believe you. I will continue to have you sit in the background and not share your light and your heart with the world. And I do just want to share something with that because I want you to know if that's a story that you tell yourself, people deserve to hear your light, whatever that is that you bring to the world. So know your worth. I always attract the wrong people. So here's one that I love, right? I always attract the wrong people. Now that could be in business. It could be in a relationship, right? I always attract men, women, you choose, that treat me poorly. Right? The universe. Okay, then. There are 7 billion people on the planet. I will be sure to keep locating the jackasses and send them all your way until you realize the power of your words, your thoughts, and your beliefs. Here's the thing. I don't share this with you to impress you, but I have never in my 49 years have had a relationship with anyone who has treated me poorly. Not because I am better than anyone else who has been in that situation. It's my thoughts and my beliefs. Have I had my heart broken? Of course. It's part of life. Have I been broken up with? Yes. That is part of life and love, and I'm grateful for all of it. Let's not confuse heartache with just downright being treated poorly. However, my core belief is I've always been in relationships with amazing men with great character. However, my core belief is I have always been in relationships with amazing men with great character who are kind and have treated me amazing. And I get it every single time. Be careful what you're thinking. Be careful what you expect, because you will get it every single time. Here's the thing. My worth isn't up for negotiation, and yours should never be either. Once you become aware of this law, you become aware of how incredibly powerful you are. We are all thinking all of the time. We have an average of over 60,000 thoughts a day, and 90% of those thoughts are repetitive. That's powerful. What we focus on the most will appear in our life. So let's talk for a moment about complaining. When we complain, the universe only brings us more of what we are complaining about into our lives. If you are spending time with people who complain, or sympathizing with them, or agreeing with them, you are attracting more situations for you to complain about. Once I really understood this, I realized that my life was in my hands, and so is yours. I have a 0% tolerance for negativity and complaining. If you know me, you know this about me already. My commitment is to be the interruption that turns a conversation around to the positive. Or here's the thing, I'm out. Actions speak louder than words. I don't announce my departure. I simply leave. And seeing that I am all about impact and influence for others, I want us to all realize this. We don't only create our life with our thoughts, but our thoughts add powerfully to the impact of the world. If you for a second thought that you were insignificant in the world and had no power, think again. Your mind is shaping the world around you, and it has the power to influence and shape others around you. So let's think about it. Are you a parent? What words come out of your mouth? Are they words saying to your children, you are amazing. You can do anything. You are a star. You are smart. You are capable. I am so proud of you. I love you. You know, I love you is 3 words that we sometimes take for granted. We assume that people know this, especially if they're family, but it's so important to say those words. Our words are so powerful. If you are a teacher, expand the minds of your children, instill belief and unlimited potential. If you're a person of influence, people look up to you, speak life into them, empower them, share your vision for them. Your belief in them can change their entire life. Give them wings. Are you a friend? Be honest, be true, breathe life. Are you a coach? Coach to win. Be solution-based. Tell the players what they are doing right. Tell your team what they are doing right. It is amazing to me how many coaches coach by telling kids or teammates, whatever they're coaching, what they're doing wrong. Are you a player? Be a leader. Don't point fingers. Be the Tom Brady of your team. And if you remember from the story I told about Tom Brady in my 3rd podcast, Your Vision is Your Gateway, he would watch the plays after each and every game. When he saw a mistake, he saw that mistake as an opportunity. He would rally the team and share all of the areas of opportunity to improve. Right? You have the power to influence others with your words through encouragement and empowerment. Do you have any idea how powerful it is to let somebody know, I believe in you. You have everything it takes, and I am proud of you. You have the power to change the lives around you. You have the power to alter somebody's blueprint. One way to quiet our mind and focus our thoughts is meditation. Oh my gosh, this has changed my life. It quiets the squirrels running around at 100 miles an hour in our heads, and it brings us back. It grounds us. Now let's take the law one step further and go from thoughts to feelings. Feelings are everything. And I want to ask you a hypothetical question, right? Are you doing affirmations? Are you writing them? And are you saying them out loud? Okay. And so really, are you? And if you are, have you ever wondered why some things haven't manifested for you if you're saying it and writing it, right? So the key here is feeling it. And I can vividly remember writing down goals and affirmations, and I'd walk around my home and I would say them out loud. But there were times things came out of my mouth and I felt really out of alignment. And you know why? Because at that point in my manifesting process, they were just words. They were desires. I wasn't yet feeling them. It was the repetition matched with the visualization that turned into belief and knowing. And then that knowing became a feeling. And this is a process, and it takes intention. It's the internal work to create our outside reality. Our feelings are our greatest tool to create our life. We only have two kinds of feelings, good feelings and bad feelings. And the key is to become aware of how we are feeling. Here's the thing. It is impossible for us to have bad feelings at the same time as having good thoughts. That would defy the law because your thoughts cause your feelings. If we feel bad, it is because we are having thoughts that are making us feel bad. When we feel bad and don't make the effort to change our thoughts, we're saying to the universe, bring me more circumstances that will make me feel bad. On the flip side, we have good feelings, and we know when this happens because as a result, we feel excitement, we feel joy, gratitude, and love. So if we know that our thoughts create our feelings and our feelings create our life, and the law of attraction is absolute, are you ready to become the most powerful, positive magnet in the universe? We have the power to change anything because we are the ones who choose our thoughts. So you may be thinking, like, what do I do when I have a negative thought, right? Because they pop up often, but change it and change it immediately. Focus on what brings you joy. Do something that makes you happy. Talk to someone that makes you smile. Think about things that you love. Love is the most powerful energy in the universe. The feeling of love is the highest frequency that we can emit. One of the topics I am going to be speaking on very often is mindset. Our thoughts are the only thing in life we have 100% control over. And once you understand and truly master your thoughts and feelings, that is when you see how to create your own reality. That is where your freedom is. That is where your power is. And here are a few things that I tell myself every day. The universe has my back. God has my back. Everything is always working out for my highest good. The universe is supporting me in everything that I do. The universe meets all of my needs immediately. Life has the power to be absolutely amazing as it should be. Use the secret. Study the law. This is your life, and it has been waiting for you to discover it. If you have feelings of life being hard or a struggle, and by the way, we all do, begin right now to command the universe. Life is so easy. Life is so good. Life is amazing. All good things come to me. Here's the thing. You deserve all good things life has to offer. Good things are your birthright. What do you want? Like, what do you really want? Are you crystal clear? Write it down and write it in the present tense. Be detailed. Cover every area of your life. We get to choose what we want, but here is the thing. We must be clear on what it is that we want. The law of attraction does not respond to lack of clarity. If there were no limits in life, what would your life look like? Once you realize there are not any limits in life, the game changes. Asking is the first step in the creation process. And think of it as ordering something from a catalog, ordering a new car, buying a new home, booking a vacation. After you do these things, you don't wonder if they're going to show up, right? Like if you ordered a new car, it's coming in next week. If you're booking a vacation and you've paid for it, like you know, right? It's a knowing. Step 2, believe. Believe that it is already yours. Have unwavering faith. Believe in the unseen. You must know that it is yours. You must have complete and utter faith. The goal is to act, speak, and think you are receiving it now. Why? Because the universe is a mirror, and the law of attraction is mirroring back your dominant thoughts. How do you get yourself to the point of believing? Be like a child and make believe. Visualize yourself on the winning field. Visualize the perfect person and soulmate. What do you want in a partner? Have you written it down? Are you clear? Feel what your life is going to look like together. How you are going to feel when the next 10 people you share your vision with all jump in with you. Feel how you are going to feel at your perfect health. Feel how you are going to feel with the perfect job offer. Feel how you are going to feel when you get accepted into the school of your choice. Visualize your success and feel the feelings that will bring it to you. Bring yourself to an emotional state of feeling. Most of us have never allowed ourselves to really want what we really want, because we can't even imagine how we're going to make it happen. Most people who accomplish great things didn't know how they were going to do it. They only know they were going to do it. Most of us know the how, right? We do. Like if it's a business, you know the how. Work the plan. Grow you daily. Apply effort. Be committed to excellence. Show up like a boss. Act like a boss. Be energetic. Love the grind. Fall in love with consistency. Be the hardest working person. Know that no one will ever love your business as much as you. If it's a sport, you know the how. Daily effort. Practice. Be the hardest working player on your team. Be the first to arrive, the last to leave, extra gym time, mindset. Because here's the thing, 90% of the win, it isn't on the field. It's in your mind. If it's finding love, you know the how. Know what you want. Know who you are. Be the light. Be abundant. Build you. No one wants needy. The only ones who want needy are needy. Know in your heart that the one is out there. Go about your day winning in all areas of your life and doing and growing you. When you spend so much time trying to see the how, we are giving off a frequency that contains a lack of faith. When you get frustrated because you don't see it, immediately take yourself back to knowing the how will get worked out. And when we know we are doing it, creating it, and becoming it. The third step is receiving. Begin to feel wonderful about it. Feel the way you are going to feel when it arrives. Go test drive that car. Go shop for that home. Do what you have to do in order to generate those feelings, then act. When you are in alignment with the universe, the action will be inspired action. You're going to feel so alive. It will feel like you can do it all day. I've been there several times, and it is the absolute best. When we fear the chaos of what it will look like to create it, we aren't using the law. There's been so many times that I've built and grown with inspired action. And looking back, I am blown away by the matrix and the wonder of the universe. When your thoughts are of what you are creating, When you ask, believe, and act as if you have received, the breadcrumbs start to appear. The driftwood begins to appear. The right people appear. The right book appears. Pay close attention to what's around you. When your feelings are strong, things are moved into your physical reality. I am sure you know people who say, I always get the best parking spots. I am really lucky. I win all the time. Here's the thing. They expect it. Begin to expect good things. One of the best ways to turn your thinking around is gratitude. Make a list of everything you are grateful for. Do this daily. This shifts your energy. Gratitude shifts your thinking. Use gratitude until it becomes your way of life. As soon as you feel grateful for what you do have, you will begin to attract more of the good things. So many people focus on, I don't have the car that I want. I don't have the job or career that I want. I don't have the house that I want. I don't have the business that I want. I don't have the body that I want. I don't have the team that I want. Focus on what you do have. Find everything that you are grateful for, right down to your health, your ability to see. It's amazing how much we all take for granted. What we are not grateful for, we lose. It is impossible to bring more into your life if you are feeling ungrateful for what you have. When we focus on what we are grateful for, we attract more things to be grateful for. Here is the key. Always have an attitude of gratitude. Also begin to give thanks for what you want as if you already have it. I do it all the time. So here's an example. I am so grateful for the millions of lives that are impacted and touched by my podcast. I am so grateful that my podcast has connected me to the most amazing visionary leaders and friends. I am so grateful that this podcast has brought me all over the world doing what I love. Then feel your words. The power of visualization is awesome, life-changing, awesome. Visualization is so powerful because you are creating pictures in your mind of seeing yourself with what you want. You are generating thoughts and feelings of having it now. Visualization is a thought turned into pictures. As a result, we have equally powerful feelings. The law of attraction will take hold of that powerful signal and return the pics you see in your mind. So vision boards are huge. Like, do you have a vision board and an updated vision board and like one that you look at all day long? And if not, make one as soon as possible and tag me in it because I want to see it. Okay. This is for all ages. And this is something you want to introduce your children. So I have a story to share with you guys. I love stories. So I hope you do too. So we want our children to dream big and have imagination. So here's the story. A few years ago, my daughter Bailey, made a vision board. She only put 3 things on it. So we explain the vision board, right? You put things on that you want to create or manifest or have in that year. She put 3 things, you guys. One was a picture of the United Kingdom. The second was a picture of Dubai. And the third was a picture of Australia. I'm her mom. I'm sitting there thinking, how can I possibly tell my child to dream a little bit smaller? Because I'm thinking like, where is that trip coming from? Is she asking me for a trip? Right? So that was her vision for the year. It was the only 3 things she put on her board. And she said, Mom, I'm going. Okay. Well, about 5 months later, I was asked to fly to the United Kingdom and be the keynote trainer for the VP retreat. I said yes. I wasn't even thinking of her vision board because I have flown to the United Kingdom several times over the past few years to speak. About a month later, I was asked to speak in Australia. I was honored and excited. However, after looking at the dates, it really did seem like a lot. And I hate that word seemed, but it did. There would be about 4 days in between the United Kingdom and Australia. So I'm thinking, did it make sense to fly back home to New Jersey to basically pack up and go to Australia? Being in the United Kingdom, I was closer already to Australia, but now what would I do for the days in between? I also have 4 children at home, and now if I stayed, I would be gone from them for 14 days. So I didn't answer right away to speak in Australia. I requested a few days to think. It was such an honor. It's my passion, but it was a lot of time. Again, completely forgetting and not even thinking about Bailey's vision board. I then decide to do both speaking events, and now I'm going to take my girls with me. It's summertime. They didn't have school. Tyler had football and couldn't be away that long in August, and I invited Ryan, who's Bailey's twin, and he said no. And he is still regretting it to this day, because in his mind, he was thinking it would be mostly work, not realizing there are many hours in a day, that there would be tons of free time between speaking. So my girls were thrilled, and the trip was being booked. The travel agent called me and said, you can't even make this stuff up, you guys. The travel agent called me and said, do you want to fly direct from the United Kingdom to Australia, or do you want to break up your flight and visit somewhere else in addition? Knowing my dilemma. I'm not a geography person, you guys. So not knowing what was between the two, I asked for suggestions. And she said, what do you think of Dubai? It was at that point I literally almost fell off my chair. Instantly, I had a vision of Bailey's vision board in my head. All she had on her board for that year was the United Kingdom, Dubai, and Australia. And my baby girl went to all 3. So I'm going to ask you, what do you see? What do you want? Our imagination is everything. It is a preview of life's coming attractions. Place your vision board where you can see it. Imagine having the things on your board now. Feel gratitude for them. Feel the things. Decide what you want. Believe you have it now. Believe you deserve it. Believe that it's possible for you. Close your eyes for several minutes each day and visualize having what you want already. Focus on what you are grateful for already. Now go out into your day and release it to the universe and trust that the universe will figure out how to manifest it. Do you realize how powerful you are? Do you realize, truly understand how powerful your thoughts are? We are limitless. I love the law of attraction. I love The Secret. I have fun with it. I am manifesting every day of my life. It feels like Christmas with the most colorful, bold catalog. This is my life. This is your life. We are powerful. We are limitless. Read The Secret. Play the audio. Do this daily. Mind your mind. Fill your mind with love. Fill your mind with vision. Fill your mind with abundance. Fill your mind with your worth. Fall in love with yourself. Expect life to work out for you. Repeat after me. The universe has my back. Everything is always working out for my highest good. Everything is working out in my favor. I am creating the life of my dreams right now. I am taking my thoughts back. You guys have fun with this. And this isn't a do once kind of thing. I read the book daily. I practice it daily. Think of it as you are a mind builder, right? Instead of a bodybuilder. A bodybuilder works daily to look like that, right? For the definition, the toning, you're building your mind. Your thoughts are your muscles. This is not your daily homework. This is your forever life work. Are you ready to level up your thinking? Are you ready to level up your feelings? Are you ready to level up your life? I am pumped. Thank you for being here. My heart is literally overflowing. I'm in my zone. I am doing what I love. Thank you for being such a special part of it. And I would love to hear from you. I'd be so grateful, right? For your review on Apple. I'd love to hear from you in my inbox and Instagram, levelup.debbieneal. My goal is to truly level up together. Next week, we're going to be talking about the key to your success. And guess what that is? You. You are the key to your success. See you Monday. Love you, friends.